Get your coffee, get your beanie. Let's discuss.
Welcome to Coffee Talk with your host, Linda Richmond.
So am I going to tell you who said this? Absolutely not. And they deleted their comment because I responded back and I was like, I am a borderline. And then the comment got deleted. I have the somewhat unpopular belief that I'm not going to send 300,000 people to dogpile on a creator that I think has like 2,000 or 3,000 followers. Obviously they know who they are, and clearly you knew that you kind of upset me, so I am waiting for a private message in my inbox apologizing, by the way. So let's start with kind of one of the most insulting things is comparing people with borderline personality disorder to people who have narcissistic personality disorder. Those are two different things, and a lot of borderlines were actually created by people with narcissistic personality. Not to mention, there is a very, very untrue belief that all borderlines are narcissists. That is not true. 40% of borderlines have co-occurring narcissistic personality, and about 40% of us never go for treatment. Yes, when those two numbers are pretty similar, you can kind of assume because narcs have a hard time getting treatment. To get treatment and to be really successful in it, you have to admit that you did something wrong or that there is something wrong with you, and narcs can't do that. Most. From the outside, borderlines look a certain way, and I do completely understand that. However, if anyone would take 5 minutes to understand why we are the way that we are, they would maybe stop saying really offensive shit like this publicly, because that's what actually hurt my feelings with this whole situation, is not that someone said this. I see stuff like this all the time. I have things said directly to me like this. But to see someone make such a roundabout comment about a community that I come from that are literally, we are spending the rest of our lives being punished for something that was done to us. When you are going through what a lot of us went through in childhood, there are very few ways for your brain to protect you. And borderline personality disorder was the way that our brains protected us and tried to teach us how to feel emotions, how to encounter the outside world, but we didn't have anything to teach us how to really do that. So we ended up emotionally dysregulated, not loving ourselves, feeling very unalivey, like anytime anything goes wrong, there's a lot behind it. And the fact that people say disorder, it's a disease, bro. Like, seriously, we have a 15 to 20 year reduced life expectancy. And not just because we, you know what I mean? Because we don't take care of ourselves, because we don't know how to, because we like cigarettes. I quit smoking, but we like alcohol. We do anything we can to feel right, you know? And I have to make sure you're keeping in frame. This is because someone did something to me. To me. I get to pay for the actions of evil people for the rest of my life with my sanity. Oh, and we have to raw dog this because there's no medication for what we have. Pause to read. Read this paragraph. You'll always say, how did you turn out like this? Because I have a high IQ. The other reality of it is that people think that my BPD traits are cute and quirky and she's just a crazy girl because I have a commercially marketable skin suit. That's what it is. So maybe be careful with your words because they hurt people.